Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we're gonna dive deep and I mean literally to figure out the secrets of our amazing oceans. Get ready for a really fun session.
Hello my pyare students, welcome back to the class. Acha, I know your exams are just around the corner and the tension is building up, right? But don't you worry, I am here and we're going to make sure you master this chapter, bilkul easily. So let's do this together. And if you find this helpful, please don't forget to subscribe and share it with all your friends.
Okay, let's just jump right in. Have you ever stood on a beach, or maybe even just watched a movie, and thought to yourself, why is the ocean always moving? I mean, it's never, ever still. It's a really good question, isn't it? Well, here's the secret. The ocean, it's always dancing. It's got its own music, its own rhythm. And today, we are going to learn its three most fantastic dance moves: the waves, the tides, and the currents. Are you ready to learn the steps? Chalo, let's go. All right, first up on our dance floor, it's the most famous move of all, the waves. We've all seen them, but what are they really? Okay, now, this is the most important thing to understand. Waves are not actually moving water from one place to another. Nope, they are moving energy. And this energy usually comes from the wind blowing over the surface of the water. The little water particles themselves, they just bob up and down in a small circle, passing the energy along. Of course, when that energy is massive, say from an earthquake under the sea, that's when you get a huge, powerful tsunami.
Here's a super simple way to think about it. Imagine you're at a cricket stadium, okay? The crowd starts a Mexican wave. Now the wave travels all around the stadium, but does anyone leave their seat and run around? Nahi na. The people just stand up and then they sit down. The people are like the water particles, and that moving wave, that is the energy. See? Super simple.
Now, for your exams, you just need to know the basic parts. The very highest point of a wave is called the crest. The lowest point is called the trough. And the distance from the bottom, the trough, to the top, the crest, that's the wave height. Easy peasy. All right, time for the second dance move. This one is slow, it's powerful, and it's very, very predictable. Let's talk about the tides. So what are tides? In simple words, it's just a rhythmic rise and fall of the sea level. It happens every single day. I love to think of it like this. It's as if the entire giant ocean is just breathing in and then breathing out. A slow, deep breath once or twice a day. But what makes the ocean breathe like this? It's all about gravity. The main power behind it is the gravitational pull of our moon. It literally pulls on the Earth's water, creating a bulge. The sun also helps, but because it's so much farther away, our moon is the real hero of this story. Now, this is a very important exam topic. When the sun, the moon, and the earth are all in one straight line, their gravities pull together like a team. This teamwork creates extra high tides. We call these spring tides. But when the sun and moon are at a right angle to the earth, their gravities are kind of fighting each other. This creates much weaker tides, which we call neap tides. And why do we even care about this? Well, tides are super useful. The high tide helps big ships come into harbors safely. They also help clean out our river mouths. And get this, we can even use their immense power to generate electricity, just like the project happening in the Sundarbans in West Bengal. And now, it's time for the final, the biggest, the grandest dance move of them all. Let's talk about the giant, invisible rivers flowing inside the ocean itself, the ocean currents. Yes, you heard that right. There are giant rivers flowing inside the ocean. They carry huge amounts of water in a specific direction, always on the same path. Some of these ocean rivers are warm, and some are cold, and they are always moving. Just look at this map. The solid red arrows are the warm currents, and the dashed blue arrows are the cold currents. Together, you know what they do? They act like a giant global AC for our planet. They take warm water from the hot equator up towards the chilly poles and bring cold water from the poles back down to the equator. It's this beautiful circulation that keeps our Earth's temperature balanced. How cool is that? Okay, so let's make this crystal clear for your exams. Warm currents, they flow from the warm equator towards the cold poles. Cold currents, they do the opposite, flowing from the poles back to the equator. And here's a little trick to remember. Warm currents are usually on the east coast of continents, and cold currents are usually on the west coast. Got it? And here's a fantastic fact for you. The places where a warm current and a cold current meet, those are magical spots. This mixing of waters is perfect for tiny plants called plankton to grow. And you know who loves plankton? Fish. Lots and lots of fish. That's why these meeting points are the best fishing grounds in the whole world. Okay, you have all been brilliant students so far. So, are you ready for a quick test? Chalo, let's do some rapid-fire questions to make sure everything is perfectly clear.
First question, what are waves? Come on, think fast, think fast. Remember that cricket stadium example?
Yes! Perfect! Waves are the movement of energy, not water, and they're mostly caused by the wind. The water just bobs up and down. Fantastic!
Okay, next one. Very, very important question, this one. How are tides caused? Who are the two main culprits?
You got it. Tides are mainly caused by the gravitational pull of the moon and the sun. The moon is the main hero, and the sun is the important sidekick. Excellent work. So, let's just do a super quick recap of the ocean's three main dance moves. Waves are moving energy. Tides are the ocean breathing thanks to the moon and sun, and currents are giant rivers in the ocean, acting as the Earth's AC. You've totally got this.
You have done such a great job today. I am so proud of every one of you. You are now absolutely ready to ace this chapter in your exams. All the very best, my dear students, and I'll see you in the next class. Bye-bye!